Hey, I'm Paul Rabelais. I've been an estate planning attorney now for, believe it or not, almost 3 decades. And every attorney struggles, Lord knows I have, and there's a lot of different pieces to building an estate planning law practice. And I want to take this opportunity to just lay out a poll so that we all can really understand where most lawyers struggle when they're attempting to grow their estate planning, legal services, law practice. So I put together a poll, and I'm going to ask you just to help me out by participating in the poll. You're going to see kind of where you stand and which answers are answered most after you go through the poll. YouTube will show you all of that. And that way we'll all start to get a better understanding because everybody's really in the same boat. It's not like I'm the only one that struggles or you're the only one that struggles. It's hard to build that estate planning law practice. So the elements of the poll, just pick the one that is most applicable. I realize they may be able to overlap, but it'll start to give us some guidance so that people like myself or others who want to put some information out there on how to grow your practice, that we're all focusing on the areas that affect people the most. So the question is, which of the following areas is the biggest challenge for you to build your estate planning law practice? So the first one is maybe you feel like you don't have enough confidence or ability in your understanding or your knowledge of the law and the regulations necessary to adequately consult your prospective estate planning clients and your estate planning clients. So obviously in estate planning you got to have a good working knowledge of all the will and trust and probate, and for many of you, you have to have a good working knowledge of the Medicaid rules and the taxes, not just the estate and gift tax, but the income, the capital gains tax, probate, all of those things. Got to have a good working knowledge, real estate, property taxes. And so maybe you feel like that's your biggest obstacle. You don't have that confidence that you really have nailed down those areas of the law and regulation that you need to consult people the right way. Maybe you feel like somebody's going to ask you a question that you really should know and you don't know the answer to. The second is maybe you feel like your biggest challenge is you don't have any or enough marketing content out there. Maybe you don't even have a website or a blog, or there's nothing out there or not enough information out there for prospective clients in your community to find so that they can pick up the phone and contact you to help them. So that's another challenge. Maybe the third item on the poll is maybe you have kind of marketing content out there. It's just not doing its job. So you've put the work in, you've created some marketing content, but still enough people, or maybe no one, but people aren't contacting you at the rate you expected them to contact you based on the effort that you put in and the quality and the quantity of the kind of marketing content that you did put out there. The fourth item in the poll is maybe you're getting lots of prospective client conversations, but they're not converting into clients. So maybe you're hearing a lot of people canceling their appointments, or people telling you they need to think about it. Or maybe people are fee sensitive, or maybe people are telling you, my mother's uncle's sister's brother's husband is a lawyer. No, we're going to go to them. So whatever the case may be, you're having conversations, but the challenge is converting them into clients every time. And then the fifth challenge that many of us face is you're getting the client activity, but you're struggling getting all of the legal work and the administrative tasks completed so that your client's expectations can be at least met, if not exceeded. We all struggle with all the administrative tasks and getting the legal work done, and plus trying to get the new client activity. It can be a real challenge from a time management standpoint. So maybe that's the biggest challenge. So there they are right there. Number one is kind of a lack of confidence in your ability to understand and communicate the law and the regulations. Number two is just not enough or not any marketing content out there. Maybe that's your biggest challenge. Number 3 is got some marketing content out there, it's just not doing its job, your phone's not ringing. Number 4 is you're having the conversations, they're just not converting to clients at the rate that you would expect them to. And then number 5, having difficulty, got the clients, but difficulty with all of the legal work and the administrative tasks. Go ahead and answer that poll. Be a big help to me and others who are, kind of going through this exercise of building an estate planning practice. It'll show us all where we stand, and for those of you or us who have some knowledge or experience to share, that can all be shared in the comments and in other areas so that everybody can benefit from going through this exercise. So I hope that helps. Thank you in advance for participating in the poll. I'm Paul Rabalais. Have a great